Welcome to our exploration of the state of Utah. Located in the western United States, Utah is known for its diverse geography, thriving economy, and rich cultural heritage. From the majestic mountains and rugged deserts to the bustling cities and tight-knit communities, there is much to discover about this unique state. Join us as we delve into the demographic, social, and economic characteristics that make Utah a fascinating and dynamic place to live, work, and play. Utah, which became a state on January 4, 1896, has a population of 3.2 million people and covers 84.9 thousand square miles with a population density of 38 people per square mile. Utah is the only state in the United States where residents are nicknamed Utahns. The Great Salt Lake, located in Utah, is actually a remnant of an ancient sea that covered much of the western United States. Utah is known as the Beehive State because early settlers saw the industrious nature of bees as a representation of the hardworking nature of the people. The state of Utah has a primarily white Caucasian racial composition, with 2.7 million people identifying as such. Hispanics or Latinos make up the next largest racial group, with 466,000 people. Asians and African Americans have smaller populations in the state, with 75.5 thousand and 34,000 people respectively. This data shows that while there is a significant presence of diverse racial groups in Utah, the majority of the population is still predominantly white Caucasian. In the state of Utah, the most populous ancestries are English, German, and Mexican. These three ancestries make up a total of 45.5% of the state's population. With 25.2% of the population identifying as English, this ancestry holds the largest percentage. German and Mexican ancestries follow closely behind, making up 10.2% and 10.1% of the state's population respectively. The remaining ancestries in the top 5, Irish and European, each make up around 5% of the population. These diverse ancestries contribute to the rich cultural makeup of the state of Utah. The state of Utah has a relatively balanced sex population composition, with 1.6 million males and 1.6 million females. However, there is a slightly higher percentage of males, with a male-to-female ratio of 102.3 males per 100 females. The most populous age group for both males and females is the 10 to 14 years range, comprising 4.4% and 4.1% of the total population respectively. This suggests that the state has a significant youth population, which may have implications for future demographic trends and social changes in the state. In 2018, there were 49,687 births in the state of Utah. The majority of these births occurred among women aged 20 to 34 years, with 38,720 births accounting for 77.9% of the total. However, there were also significant numbers of births among younger and older women, with 816 births, 1.6%, among those aged 15 to 19 years, and 10,151 births, 20.4%, among those aged 35 to 50 years. In terms of birth rates per 1,000 women, the highest rate was among women aged 20 to 34 years, with 108 births per 1,000 women. This data suggests that a large proportion of births in Utah occur among women in their 20s and 30s, but there is also a notable number of births among both younger and older women in the state. In Utah, the data shows that the age bracket with the highest rate of non-marital childbearing is 15 to 19 years, with 72.1% of the 816 births in this age group being to unmarried women. On the other hand, the age bracket with the lowest rate of non-marital childbearing is 35 to 50 years, with only 11% of the 10,151 births in this group being to unmarried women. This suggests that younger women in the state are more likely to have children outside of marriage compared to older women. In Utah, data shows that lower education levels are associated with higher rates of non-marital childbearing. Among those with a high school diploma or less, over 30% of births were to unmarried women. This trend continues with a steady decrease in non-marital births as education level increases, with the lowest rates seen among those with a graduate degree and bachelor's degree. This suggests that education may play a role in determining the likelihood of non-marital childbirth in Utah. In the state of Utah, the average individual can expect to earn a per capita income of $33,378. However, the median household income and median family income are significantly higher at $79,133 and $90,665, respectively. This suggests that while there is a considerable range in income levels, on average, households and families in Utah tend to have a higher earning potential. This may indicate a strong economy and job market in the state, providing opportunities for individuals and families to achieve a higher standard of living. In the state of Utah, the median earnings for all workers is $35,921, with male workers earning significantly more at $46,256 compared to female workers at $26,557. This reflects a significant income gap of 42.6%, highlighting the disparity in pay between genders. This data highlights the need for continued efforts to close the income gap and promote equal pay for equal work in the state of Utah. Poverty continues to be a pressing issue in the state of Utah, with 278,486 people living below the poverty line, accounting for 8.8% of the population. While the overall poverty rate may seem relatively low, looking at the breakdown by gender and age brackets reveals some alarming statistics. Both males and females experience poverty at a high rate, with 8% and 9.5%, respectively. The age bracket most vulnerable to poverty is 18 to 24 years, with 16.2% of males and 19.7% of females in poverty. These numbers highlight the need for continued efforts to address poverty and provide support to those in need in the state of Utah. In conclusion, the video highlighted the unique social, demographic, and economic traits that make Utah a truly fascinating state. As you plan your next trip, don't forget to check out ZipAtlas for a deeper understanding of Utah, as well as data for other states, cities, area codes, and zip codes in the United States. Happy exploring!